fascinating about you, Kangana, is that you finish a film like Queen, and the first thing you do is apply for a student's visa. And then you move to the US to study screenwriting in New York. Why would you do that? I have two, possible multiple choice answers for you. One, is it the fact that your career will be much longer regardless of what roles you get if you're a filmmaker, because you can continue to express yourself and not wait for someone to offer you a role? Or second, you actually wanted to collaborate in the process itself while being an actor and to actually learn the craft?
I think both are the same things,
Sure.
aren't they? Like, I wanted to be more collaborative because, being in Queen and to have that kind of freedom. Also, Queen came from a very pure space because Vikas sir had not directed any film before, and Phantom's first film is, like new production house. So they did, like I said, they were not thirsty or hungry for success. They were making a film like
For the right
doesn't-
reason.
Yeah, like it doesn't matter whatever the fate of the film is. So the kind of lightness and the kind of environment I collaborated in, I got addicted to it,
Right.
and I felt, hi Vic. So, and I felt, like I should know the technicalities of this world, because I felt a bit amateur,
Sure.
to be among professionals, and wanted to express myself, and I had no accurate words, or I could not place my thoughts properly because I didn't have any formal education. So that's why I did that.
And did you overlearn at some point where people are like, hey, don't teach me, I know my filmmaking? Is that happening to you?
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I think there are no rules.
Sure.
When you go to a set, it can become, everyone's very vulnerable. Why? Because we know that no matter how good a script is, it can always be a trashy film. And no matter how trashy a film is, it can always be a blockbuster. And no matter how big a blockbuster it is, it might just be the most embarrassing film of the year. So, there is a lot of uncertainty that comes with
Right.
this business. And for anyone to say that, hey, I know everything, is an idiot around, And all you can do is just be tentative. And in that tentative environment, to find your ground and to just know whether into which direction to go, it takes a lot of faith in each other.
Right.
And that's exactly what people lack when they're nervous. And it can, this business is such, it can be very demanding, and when you're nervous, you don't have faith in yourself, forget having faith in anyone else. So I think it is very hard. It's very hard to collaborate. And like I said, there's no formula to it. If we were making cars or packing water or doing anything else, like I would say that, oh, hey, this is how it's done, and this is how it's been happening for past these many years, and this is the formula if you're making a drug, But to this, there's no formula. So, and also everyone is waiting for that something to happen, that some sort of magic, some sort of blessing to fall from somewhere, and you don't know from who it will come from, So there is always that search of that sort of, epiphany. Sometimes it is bestowed upon you, and sometimes it's not, and you don't know why it happens and why it doesn't. So it's a weird world to be in.